Hello guys, welcome back to Startup GH. My name is Kekeli Michael. We are currently harvesting 2 ropes of ginger. In today's video, we'll be covering all the activities and the costs involved in harvesting your ginger.
I put talking about it. Left one. You know,
No la. Wait. You know if you go far, wait. This is the yield we are getting from this side of the farm. As I told you earlier on, that this side is doing very well compared to the one we harvested the last time. You can see we planted something small like this and we got this. It's even more than my palm. This is the yield we are expecting, something small like this, and you get this. Compared to the other side that we were getting something like this throughout. So this side we are expecting to get more than what we got from the last side. Unfortunately for me too, there have been a theft issue here. Someone came to did pre-harvesting before I'm here, but regardless, we are still getting large rhizomes. After harvesting your ginger, this is how you get it in this form with the root all over it. To prepare it for market, this is what you do. You just have to remove the roots from it. Move it this way. And normally we give this job to the women to do it. They charge around 80 cedis per rope. Regardless, if they are more than 10, it's still 80 cedis per rope. So when you are done, okay, it's done for bagging. When the ginger is in clusters like this, one is big like this, if you fetch small, then the sack is full. But compared to when it is smaller like this, you need more of this to fill up the bag compared to when you have something like this. So this is why we prefer it to be like this. And when it comes to harvesting of the ginger too, you need people that are experienced in harvesting so that they don't use the hoe to damage your rhizomes. Those of you wondering if we are on a different farm, it's the same farm. From the previous video, we have been telling you the top here belongs to Masinia Men, and the down there belongs to me.
Yeah, I'm Philip Oswasari. I'm into IT, and this is Pristine Farms.
Yeah, Pristine Farms.
And we are into ginger for the start. We just started last. So it's a group of guys in other areas, but we've come together to realize that there is a dearth or shortage of ginger supplies in the main cities. So we've dedicated ourselves, produce ginger, and then we have four. Yeah.
So you yourself?
Yeah, myself and my partner here.
I'm Prince Jeff Kelu.
Yes, Mr. Commercial.
I'm actually a chemical engineer. Into the oil and gas industry, but now we are on the farm. Yeah.
What got you into farming?
I think the motivation is money.
Money
And to supply food. Food to the world.
Yeah.
But
my motivation is the fact that in Ghana, there's always a complaint that the supply is not enough. So we want to bridge that supply gap. Okay, we want to contribute our part in producing food for the Ghanaian community, local Ghanaian community. So like I said, this is our first farming season, so we went to be on the safer side for the start. So we went for 5 ropes to see how the market is. But in the it looks promising. So in the second season, we are looking to expand to about an acre or 2 acres.
2 acres.
Okay.
Experience.
I mean, the traveling,
Charlie,
the cost.
it's been hectic from the beginning, the clearing of the land, planting the ginger. It's been hectic, and just for the harvest, I think yesterday, Philip and myself, we had to leave Takadi around 4 a.m. From 4 a.m. we got to KJB around 4 p.m. So that was like 12 hours drive just to come and harvest our 2 ropes, and the costs, Charlie, easy.
Okay, Jeff, run us through the cost. I mean, in terms of harvesting.
Okay, so in terms of harvesting, first of all, we needed to do the digging. Okay, even before that, we needed to get the people who are going to harvest and then transport them to the farm. Yeah, we need to look at feeding those people as well, what they'll drink and all that. And also, so on the farm itself, they have to clear the land because there are weeds part of the ginger itself, ginger plant. So they have to do the clearing first.
How much did you pay for that?
Okay, so per rope, they charge 25 cedi. Yeah. So after the clearing, now you have to take the ginger out. So that comes as a separate entity.
You paid how much for that?
For that one, we paid 250 cedis per rope. It's supposed to be 200, but apparently there was fuel increase recently, so they also have to increase their.
I think overtime too, they worked.
Yes.
They worked on overtime, which.
Yeah. And the problem is we compress about 3 working days into 1.5 because we wanted to get this done so that we, go back to our
busy schedule.
Busy schedule. So we had to pay extra to them so that they'll get the job done.
What are the costs?
Okay, so moving up the routes. So that also went for 30 cedis per rope.
I think it was 80.
No, so yeah, it was 80 cedis per rope.
So you are doing for 2.
So we are doing for 2.
That was 160.
So to be 160.
What about the bargain?
Yeah. So the bagging too comes with its own cost. Bagging per bag is 5 cedis. So based on the number of bags we are going to get, we are still bagging. So
how many bags so far?
So far we've done 14 bags.
14 bags.
Yeah, for the 2 ropes.
Okay.
But we are still on it.
We're still on it. We're hoping to get at least 20.
What other expenses do you see?
Yeah, so like I said, the transport. Because after bagging, we need to transport the items
From the farm to town.
from the farm to town for temporary storage. So their transport, first of all, the farm is about 20-25 minutes drive from town. So, and they usually use the Okada cycles, and they charge 7 cedi per trip. So, and we had about 9 workers.
So that's like roughly around 14 cedis, 15 cedis for like a round trip, going and coming. So depending on the number, motor can take about 2. So if it's about 9, that's about 4 motors. That would be around 60 cedis for like a day. Just them, but then our transportation cost is out of that. Yeah. So that's another cost to look at for.
Everything up like.
Okay. So roughly that would be about 1,007 with some miscellaneous costs. So 1,008.
1,008.
Yeah.
For harvesting.
For just the harvesting.
For the 2 ropes.
Of the 2 ropes.
Is it discouraging?
Well, no, I won't say it's discouraging. I like to look at the positive side. Projecting the sales, we expect to sell those bags in Accra and Tema. So we are hoping for a good price.
So let's say if like a middleman was coming to buy, like the middleman will be doing all these expenses.
Yeah.
Okay. So this means you have to spread.
Exactly. I think the cost of the bag itself without the expenses is 270 currently.
Okay.
So spreading the cost of all this costs on it, we should be looking at 360. We should be looking to sell the bag at 360
or 400.
Between 360 and 400. Yeah, because transportation to Accra.
So at the good side, 400.
400. Yeah.
400.
400 cedis.
Okay. How's the journey like? Is it something that you would advise someone who is low on cash to, or a starter?
Definitely every business needs capital. So you need to gather some amount of capital. And apart from the capital, attitude-wise, you need to be ready to take on the challenge because it's a little bit challenging. So you need to be ready to go into it and then gather some capital. If you're able to gather a substantial amount of capital, it's good, it's profitable.
Jeff, the stress, no? Tell me about the stress.
But the stress, well, it's I think it's worth it, yeah. And because if it's not worth it, because we went for 5 groups this season. Next season we are looking at an acre or 2 acres. The stress, we are ready for the stress, but it's really tiring because sometimes you have to do calculations, plan this, move from Accra to here because the farm is about 5 hours from Accra, so it's really stressful.
How do you people manage that, like being an absentee farmer?
Absentee farmer, yeah. We have a caretaker. We pay to check things up on the farm for us.
Okay.
But then when there's a major milestone we have to come and do, we have to move here ourselves and
Come and
mobilize, and we come and check and do those ourselves. So
like I said before, it's challenging. I won't lie or mince words about it, but you need to be up for it. It's stressful that you have to move from your daily job. Maybe some weekend that you could use to relax, you have to spend it on the farm. That's when there's a major event like harvesting. You need to be there, you need to be present. So in that regard, it's a little bit uncomfortable, but after the harvesting we plan for season 2 and then we can stay away for a long while. So yeah, it's worth it.
It is so. In terms of labor and dealing with them, how is it like? The people here?
Well, from what I've observed, the people are friendly and willing to help. It's like that is their livelihood. That is what they also
say the truth. They like money.
They like money.
No, I'm coming there. I'm talking about the attitude first.
They like money.
Yeah, I'm happy that because yesterday, like I said, we compressed 3 working days into 1.5, and although there was disgruntled feeling, but they were in the end they were willing to help and they did it. But money aspect there, you have to also be willing to remove so that to motivate them. So,
okay, let me ask the lady her experience, the journey. Madam, how is the experience like? Finish. Hey, if woman I would chill Saro. Experience like.
Very exciting.
What's exciting about the journey?
The fact that is new for me. I've actually learned a lot of things right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've learned how to bag the ginger and why they bag it that way.
Okay.
And then the price ranges when they are selling it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the cost involved. Yeah, a lot of things about it. And I think it's actually great when you want to make money from farming.
Sorry, I didn't ask of your name.
I'm Ajwa.
Ajwa, what?
Ajwa Jane. Wow.
What do you do, please?
I'm actually a receptionist
Okay.
at the hospital.
Okay. So, with this experience, how much do you think ginger should cost?
Honestly, I think it should be very expensive because the work involved is a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah.
Is this something you would like to venture?
Not really.
Why?
Because of the work. Yeah.
Okay.
What is the motivation?
Thank you very much for your
You're
honesty.
welcome.
Old pirate, yes, the robber. Sold I to the merchant ships. Many years after they took I from the bottomless pit.
Yeah, man.
But my hand was made strong by the hands of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Would you help me sing the song of freedom? That's all I ever heard. Redemption song. Sing with me. redemption song.
Emancipate
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. We have no fear for atomic energy, cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We gotta fulfill the book. Would you help me sing another song of freedom? That's all I ever had. Redemption song. Zimmy. Redemption song.
I want to add is that it shouldn't scare people away from venturing into these areas. I mean, we owe it to ourselves as a country and as a youth to also, do our part to bridge the gap, the food supply gap in the country. Okay, because it's not nice that maybe certain commodities we need to be going out to export and all that. And it can't be the old people who will do it. So we as youth should also be willing to venture into areas like this so that we can also, we can also be self-reliant and independent as a country. So, yeah.
It's just that this thing no pass 50 kg. Two of you can carry 100 kg.
One, two. Be quiet, be quiet.
Hey, I guy.
One, two, three. Never. Never.
So I make you put this on for top.
Jeff, unless you can go.
Let's go.
Jeff,
Leave down.
my waist. Sure, is it this? See the one I carry? They leave the height. See my height. I know the height too.
Okay, so in total, Jeff, how many bags?
19.8 20.
That's it.
19.8 20. 20.